Doni. I'm the Greenhouse and Garden Specialist for the Office of Sustainability here at George Mason. Today I'm going to show you how to use the worm bins. If you're watching this, you've probably already seen the entry protocol video that shows you how to enter the greenhouse and sanitize your hands and sign in. And you're here to volunteer. So if you enter and there's no one to lead you or you don't know what to do, the worm bins are something that you can work on at any time. It always needs to be done. And after you watch this video, you'll know how to do it on your own. So that when you come here, you can just take the initiative and get this started to help us with the worm bins. So, to get started, you want to locate the worm bins. So when you first enter, you'll see them straight ahead underneath this table, underneath where we put all of our stuff. And we have 3 worm bins here. So these are called worm factories. We bought them from Amazon. You can see they have a stand and several of these bins. So when you first start out, you only have 1 bin. You add your red wiggler worms, which I'll get into in more detail later, and your compostables in your first bin. Now as time goes on and you have more compostables, you'll add another bin as you go. Now we've been running these for 2.5 years or so, so you can see we have all the trays that we have all used up. You'll see they have a lid. So to get started, you want to grab at least 1 lid, and you're going to put this up on the table upside down. And then you're going to grab your bin. It may be a little bit heavy, so you're just going to lift it up. Now you want to be careful because the bottom, you have a bunch of worms sticking out. So if you put this straight down onto the table, you may actually crush your worms. So if you put this on the lid, which is upside down, then you have this airspace in between the bottom of the bin and the tray that keeps an airspace there, and that way your little worms sticking out the bottom don't get crushed. This is how you place a bin onto the table. And we're going to do this a couple more times, so we have several bins that we'll be working on. Here's your workstation. You already have your 1 bin like I showed you. I have another bin here that I just took from this right side, just this empty plastic bin. This is where we're going to put our finished product, and I'll get to that. So you're going to want to have 2 bins with 2 lids. So I already have 1 here. I'm just going to grab another lid and put it upside down. Again, this is going to give your air space so that your worms don't get crushed. And then I'm going to grab another bin here. So now you have your 2 worm bin trays and your 1 final product tray. You want to find a bin that has a lot of these castings, which is basically worm poop, but this is the finished product. So your waste material turns into worm castings. And basically, you won't recognize what it is. It's just gonna look kind of like soil. Now, if you can't find it in the first 2 bins you pull up, you can just keep pulling more bins. The bins in the bottom might have more finished product. Either way, you wanna find a bin that looks mostly finished. So here I have a pile. Sometimes in the corners in the bottom is where you'll find the finished castings. So you're gonna pull the castings and then you're gonna put them in your bin. We're basically removing the finished product and putting it in our bin, where we're going to put this product into the garden, and it works as a really good nitrogen fertilizer. So once you're adding the castings into here, this bin's going to go to the garden, we want to remove the worms and put them in this bin that's not finished. Basically, I want the castings in my garden, but I need my worms in the bin so that they can keep breaking down this waste. So I just pulled a bunch of this finished product. It's full of worms, and I'm just going to pick through, grab the worms, and put them back in the bin. So that's why this process takes a long time, and that's why I need your help. I need all my worms to go back into my bins so that in the end, this bucket is just full of castings. Now you could do it in 2 steps. Just grab all your finished product, fill your bin. This whole bin is almost finished. There might still be a few strings that are recognizable, but it's mostly broken down and it's going to turn into soil very, very soon. I can't really recognize what this is. This is all great finished product. So once I fill up my bin with all these castings, it's full of worms. So I'm just going to pick out the worms and put them in this bin that's full of unfinished product. Okay, so you can go for as long as you want with this, but when you're done, you're going to want to put the bins away. So this clear one with the castings, you can just stick it over here, with my other collection of castings. And then you want to stick these trays back into the worm bins under the table. So I'm going to grab my bin, make sure the lid is not still attached, and I'm just going to place it on the existing bin here, but make sure it is nested inside the other bin, like that. And I'm going to grab my other tray, make sure your lid is not stuck, and then, just like I said before, place it in there. And then you want to grab your lids. There's a bunch of worms that fill out on there. Attempting to just get it on there, like so. Again, other lid. Sticking them on there, making sure the sticker's on the top there. And these also have little edges that nestle right into the bins. Check the floors, make sure you didn't leave any worms on the floors that will die. If you do see any, make sure they go back in the bin. And then you can wash your hands in the sink over there. And be sure to sign out before you leave. And thank you so much for your help.